in British Columbia, where a Ukrainian couple who comes to Canada after the war expanded in February of 2022 settles in British Columbia City. They have already been working on reconciliation ministry as part of their mission work in the Caucasus and in Ukraine for years. They bring that expertise into a Canadian city where they start to make connections with Ukrainians who've been displaced by the war. They plant a church in collaboration with a Canadian denominational church. That Ukrainian leader gets connected to work that you and I are doing at a national level. So that person is now impacting what's happening on the Canadian-wide landscape. You have conversations with members of parliament because they're trying to understand how to help Ukrainians who've come to Canada. And that Ukrainian community plants a church, is leading Ukrainians who they wouldn't have reached in Ukraine to Jesus in British Columbia. And then that church is reaching into the dispersed Afghan community who have their own trauma and suffering and unreconciled stuff. And then we have a business that says, you know what, our foundation will contribute to that work, even though that business is not a Christian business. It's a community-centered business that's looking to make a difference in the community, and they saw PRN as the avenue to do something good. So you get all and in the meantime, we're introducing and making sure the strength of this arises. It's kind of the skip the dishes picture, but it's happening right now, and you're a big part of that here in Canada. And I get the privilege of serving our global team who are doing that in Africa and Central Asia and the Middle East right now.